Hello, everyone. This is Felicia Bender, the Practical Numerologist, with your numerology forecast for the one personal year for June 2023. So, if you are new to numerology and you do not know your personal year, please do just take a moment. Pause this video, go to feliciabender.com under monthly forecast. There is a calculator there that you can enter your information into very quickly, very easily. And you can find out what your personal year is, or you could go to the description box below, and it's a very quick, very easy manual calculation. The reason I am bringing this up, and I do bring this up at the beginning of these forecasts, is because the forecast is based on your personal year number in numerology. It is not based on your life path number. Okay, so those are two different things, and we just want to make sure you're at the right place at the right time, listening to the correct forecast. So with that said, I'm going to trust you. Okay. I'm going to trust you to know that this is your personal year. So with that said, let's get down to it. So it is your one personal year, and June is a 7. It is a number 7 month for you. So we are hitting this midpoint of your one personal year. Can you feel the burn? I would think you are. We are 6 months into this thing, and this is your year of new beginnings. And I like to really emphasize also that if you follow me at all, you know that I refer to the personal year 8, 9 into the 1 as a 3-year transition cycle. And so you are in this final push of this 3-year push time. So it's a little fatiguing. So if you're feeling it, just know that you're not alone, and you're supposed to be feeling that right now. Okay. So I'm going to give you kind of an example. I like to put it into context, right? So I was once attending a bar class, an exercise class, and I love this instructor. She was just so cool and so chill and really inspiring. And she would always chime in when we were in this really, the whole class is in the final throes of a hold of something, or of the however many repetitions that you've done, and you're dying, you're just like, you are dying in this exercise class. And she would always say, all right, find your challenge point now. Did you find it? Now work your challenge point. And then she would say something, and we're all groaning, right? And then she would say something kind of in her specifically ironic and yet nurturing way, kind of loving tone of voice. There would be a big pause that she would have, and then she would say, "It's okay. It's all okay." And I would always literally laugh every time that happened, because it was so true. And so I would give you that same advice right now. It is like you are in this part of the exercise class, and you're finding your challenge point, and you have to lean into it, right? You have to really begin to feel the burn. So whatever is happening in your life that feels so fatiguing that you might want to quit before the class is officially over with, so to speak, using that metaphor, that we're going to continue with that story. So please hang on, close your eyes, open your eyes, whatever it is you need to do. And you're going to be needing to dig into all your reserves right now. So just think about it. If you can not only survive all of this, but come out on the other side a brand new person, right? It is really worth the price of admission. And that's what's happening in your one personal year. So as for June itself is a processing, percolating, planning month, rather than a performance and results based month. It's guided by the number 7. The 7 is always going to give us or ask us to give ourselves a little time out. Okay. So assertively pushing some kind of agenda forward is really going to backfire right now. Sorry to break it to you, but just to be forewarned is to be forearmed here. So let's take the month to allow something to take its course. There's still a few things that need to be revealed to you right now or to be ironed out in some way. I'm just saying that things aren't ready for launching. They're ready for a little bit more digestion, a little more percolation, a little more stewing right now. So this is the month to carve out some time to plan, to learn, to process. Charging ahead is not going to work for you right now. Next month, July, just hang on. Okay. So June is for just kind of pending. Given that June is this 7, okay? The 7 is the spiritual seeker, also very analytical. So you have to understand that while life is buzzing around you, especially in this action-packed one personal year, any time that you can devote to yourself right now, to your spiritual growth, to your personal growth is going to be really rewarded and is going to add to, it's going to be a really good additive to what you want to be starting new with and starting fresh with this year overall. So it really is a month to dive into the deeper meaning of your life. Look in the mirror, see what reflects back at you. Always a fun thing, right? So are you pleased with what you're seeing there? So if you are, and you're like on it, right? You are so energized and feeling on track, keep moving in that direction. Keep following that, whatever you've been doing, it's been working, keep doing that. And yet if you aren't, if you're kind of at this, I don't know, this kind of rough patch or a little bit of an indecisive moment or a point of frustration, June really is ripe with opportunities to stop for a minute, take a realistic look, gently unmask what is standing in your way, right? We all have it. What is the large or small issue? What is the roadblock that you're experiencing, and attempt to see it for what it is. Usually it's something that we have struggled with forever, right? What is your greatest point of self-sabotage? That's probably right there, up close and personal right now. So it really is an internal turning point month for you in this exciting one personal year, or midpoint, right? So think of it as a time of renewal, because there is a lot, and I'm going to say a lot of internal processing going on right now. Like it or not, usually it feels a little uncomfortable. Let's just be honest, right? And yet it's vital in order for you to get to this next level with yourself, whatever that might be, and whatever that means for you individually at this point in your life. So by now, several issues you've been working on since the first of the year are perhaps, I hope, gaining clarity. So with clarity comes direction. With direction, is followed up with conviction. And with conviction comes change, right? Ultimately, we're moving on the change trajectory. So this one personal year is taking on a whole new meaning and demands a heightened level of resolve right now. I find that at this point in the year, during a one personal year, things really are gaining a bit more clarity, and you're gaining some more footing around what you want to continue carrying forward with. So understand that the energy of your month supports not only spiritual study, it also supports using hard data, effective analysis. So when you can tap into both that analytical and the intuitive, that's when you're really making the highest and best use of the 7 energy that June offers to you. This is truly a time of integration. So take a moment, please. Just don't blaze forward. Take some time for processing and for digestion. And also know that during this vibe of the 7 that is infiltrating for you in June, it can kind of feel a little make us feel a little victimy, right? Where does our victim show up? It's not my fault, and this happened to me, and I don't have any choice, and all of those victim oriented ways in which we process things. Every single one of us has it. So it's good to know that as well, and just to step back and go, where does my victim live, right? How is it showing up right now? Or we can also feel terribly inadequate, like we've done everything wrong, like we've been the stupidest person on the planet, right? That self-deprecation. So don't go there. You can look at it and see when it's coming up, and yet hold it in your hold it hold it in your hand, hold it where you want to, and yet don't deny it, but look at it and see what it's attempting to teach you and what it's attempting to tell you. Because when the number 7 shows up, like it is for you in June, it can really be like the ultimate truth serum. And yet the truth sometimes hurts, right? Or at least it can sting. It can sting a little. Ow. And so you're going to be offered and met with some profound levels of new awarenesses and some inspiration when you go with the internal flow this month, and really pay attention, right? Pay attention to what's under the surface. So this is a time where you're reaching into the depths of your commitment and conviction to this new chapter, to these new starts, this genesis of this new 9-year cycle that you are starting, that you are building, and that you are creating this year. So this is really a time of self-actualization. So I just ask you to please don't push it this month. Tap the brakes, take some extended downtime, and rest when you can, please. I'm serious. Next month, all bets are off. So enjoy it this month. Rein it in a little, get some reserves. So don't attempt to move something forward prematurely in June. Next month, July, is all about taking what you're working with this month and then putting it into action. All right, that is your forecast for June. Head to FeliciaBender.com, where you can find plenty of free resources, articles, life path information, all things numerology related. So I'm looking forward to meeting with you next month to see what July has in store for you.